Anyways, so what are you making today, Ashley?
I'm like making a purse. What are you making?
I'm making like a peppermint swell pillow.
Oh,
This
that's
is
so
just one
cute.
side of it, actually. Yeah. You're seeing the back side of it. This is the front side. Um. Oh my God! I dropped my hook. Sorry,
Don't
guys.
worry.
Let me.
Okay, we'll be right back. We were talking about, the song we're Charlie Kirk. We were talking about that a couple days
Yeah,
ago.
I know it's been all over my feed lately. Like the first
Yeah,
video I'd
yeah,
open up on Instagram is "We Are Charlie Kirk."
for real. And I feel like the issue I'm seeing nowadays is that so much time, the only time we ever address political actors and political situations like Charlie
Mm-hmm.
Kirk is through jokes, just like the song. It's
Yeah,
never
like
through
we see it
intellectual
a lot
discussion.
with like especially in like social media
Yeah.
and how or how closely it ties to political campaigning these days, and like the growing unseriousness of like the generations
Hmm.
as we get younger, as I don't know, maybe it could be a thing that they use to like cope with, or at least in the jokes they often say, oh, it's a way to cope.
Yeah,
But
I agree, but at the same time, it does conflict me because, satire and political comedy has always existed. It's just in a
yeah.
way it's become much less nuanced, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I agree with your point there, as like it kind of undermines the um or like the
Yeah,
seriousness
yeah,
of the topics being discussed, and or like the people being discussed through these jokes, and through or like making them into comedy figures
yeah.
or comedification. I actually don't know the word there, so don't quote me on this.
No, I
But
get it. I get it. I get it. Cause
yeah.
I think we forget Charlie Kirk was genuinely somebody that really influenced the
Mhm.
MAGA campaign in a
Yeah,
positive
yeah,
or
yeah.
negative way. You can argue that, but
Yeah, and
he genuinely played a
on the
role.
same note, yeah, on the same note, like with like Jeffrey Epstein and like
Yeah.
Diddy, with all the baby oil jokes and like the oh Epstein's Island, oh like, and the same thing with like maybe like people like Leonardo DiCaprio. I feel like people don't mention him as much nowadays, but like with the jokes about oh yeah like him only dating young, oh yeah you are now at an age where Leonardo DiCaprio would not date
Is
you, and we
Serena
don't really
covers his
address
cake.
the inherent issues of that. It's more of like a joke.
Yeah.
Like you know the cakes that people would make. It's like oh you're too old for Leonardo DiCaprio now.
Yeah. No, I get it. Like literally also it's like young people listen to it because I was walking the hallway the other day and I heard some like 10-year-olds talking about going to the Diddy party. I was like, guys, what are we doing
Oh
here?
it's like the like I was also walking in the hallway, and you told me about this as well. At lunchtime you heard some kings some kids singing the We Are Charlie Kirk song,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
literally after school as I was walking out of music class I heard this same thing, and it's everywhere. It's so it's so widespread, so many people know about it, but not many people know about it beyond the song. Do you get me? Like they don't really know the political context. They don't really know well the background.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
lost my
Yeah,
words
like the
there.
nuance behind it, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
then
also, okay, I might be reaching. This might be like a I don't know, woke take.
no, don't
But
worry. I
but
kind of reach with like the comedy as a way to like
no, I don't think that's a reach. I think that's genuinely true. Because also like a very like common disillusionment among young people is, the institutions don't care about us.
yeah.
So yeah, but I was saying in a way it kind of feels misogynistic because for example, Epstein,
Oh.
I don't see, or maybe this is my side of the internet. I don't see too many people criticizing the Epstein jokes. But when Charlie Kirk died, everyone was saying he had a family. And in a way, I don't know,
Yeah.
that feels a bit
And
like
and
undermining
thinking
certain
about it, this
survivors
is a
of
guy who
others.
said that if his young daughter
Yeah,
underage daughter.
exactly.
If she got raped,
Exactly, exactly.
he would make her carry the child, which
Exactly.
is oh, and it's the
Exactly.
same like same thing about like the MAGA movement, Donald Trump, like them. Um, it's like with the whole QAnon thing. Remember
Mm-hmm.
back in like yeah,
2020, I
the
think
whole
ish.
QAnon thing where there were like the conspiracy theories. Democrats were like, um, were
Like
um,
trafficking children. There's like a
yeah, trafficking
cabal
children,
of
like sex work,
elites.
illegal
Yeah.
sex work,
Yeah.
and them making such a big deal out of that when their president is literally number one, a 34, I think 34-time
Time.
convicted felon, yeah, and has been closely linked to Jeffrey Epstein, who is a known child sex trafficker,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, for real, for real.
And
Yeah.
I get that a lot of people are opening their eyes to it now and like being like, yeah,
Admitting
I
that's
didn't
bad, yeah.
realize this.
Also,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
Republicans like Nancy Mace, Marjorie Taylor
yeah,
Greene coming out saying,
yeah,
notice
Marjorie
how to
Taylor
women.
Greene. Yeah, there was a very recent thing that happened.
Uh-huh.
Um, um, but Marjorie Taylor Greene is a little bit of a wild card, really. Like on any side that she's on,
Yeah.
she's a little bit of a wild card. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
the turning to conspiracies over facts is another evidence of this
yeah,
idea of post-truth, right? It's I don't want to like facts. The right says feelings. Sorry, facts don't care about your feelings, but the truth about the current society is a lot of the
Oh,
times
that was
uh,
that
our
was a quote by
our
Charlie
facts
Kirk.
are dictated by our feelings, and that really
Mhm.
shows with this rise of
Yeah,
conspiracies. It's also I think the conspiracies is also contributed by the fact that uh there is I do buy into the idea that on the online left has kind of a censorship problem. I do agree with
yeah,
that, like with moral perfection.
mhm,
And when we
yeah,
don't talk about it, we lead people to go down these conspiracist paths. For example, people will
yeah,
say, "Why didn't Joe Biden release this files?" For example, right? Um, so
mhm.
that's another example of maybe if he released the files, such conspiracies would not be so crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I want to touch back on what you said about like the online left's like moral purity. Because this was something that was also mentioned in the Ezra Klein podcasts. Remember, like the I see you laughing because um Maple here is a huge Ezra Klein fan.
Okay, like he's a humorous, guys. He's humorous.
Whoa! Imagine he sees this. Yeah, but wait, I lost my thought. What was I saying?
Oh my god, you're talking about the episode with what's her name? Oh my god,
I forgot her name too.
her name. It's like the transgender Delaware congresswoman.
No, no, not
What?
not not Sarah McBride. No,
Oh, you're not talking about Sarah McBride. I
no,
thought
I'm
you were
not
talking about
talking
Sarah
about
McBride.
Sarah McBride. I'm
What are you
talking
talking
about
about? Who else talked about moral
the
perfection on his show?
no. We were. It's remember the episode we were listening to at Munich.
Uh,
That was not the Sarah McBride episode. That was the recent.
oh, that was the how Democrats can win.
Yeah, how
Yeah,
don't
that was
yeah
he was just talking to himself.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think yeah, there's a little. I agree that there is like a bit of
Wait,
an
maybe
issue.
talk about what he talked
A
about there.
little bit too
Talk about that.
polarizing. Like the Democrats are too picky about who they let
Yeah,
in
yeah.
on their side. But
That's basically what he's trying to say.
yeah, yeah. But oh my god, can we cut this part out? I forgot what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Just this part. Just
restate
only
what
this.
restate what. Start from. I want to go back to what you were talking about.
Mhm. Um,
I want to go.
I want to go back to what you were talking about just now with the
Moral perfection.
you were talking about the Democrats having like
yeah.
moral perfection, and this is something that Ezra Klein also like mentioned in one of his like more recent episodes, and it's like the online left, they're a little bit too picky with who they let in. However, at this point in time, I think it's actually a bit of a bad thing. I wouldn't say a bad thing, but right now when you are literally in the minority,
Mm.
isn't it better to can we just cut this part out? Do you know what I'm trying to
Why?
say though?
Just keep going. It's fine. It's fine. Just keep going.
Do you know what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say
I know
though?
you're trying to say. Yeah, of course.
Well, could you add something on then?
Yeah, you finished talking though.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, no, I get it. Cause also I've been reading. Oh, I just finished. I finished yesterday night at 3 a.m. How
Oh my
Democracies
god.
Die.
This is what I'm saying. You need to get a better sleep schedule.
Okay. Yeah. So I finished at 3 a.m. last night. How Democracies Die is a book by
Mhm.
Stephen Levitsky, and I can't remember the other author. Loki. I'm sorry. But it's a pretty famous book, and in it they talked about a concept called gatekeeping, which is the idea of political parties purposefully excluding extremists, specifically extremists with autocratic intent, which is kind of all of them. And in it, one of the examples they gave was in Belgium. It was during the rise of fascism in Europe, so 1930s ish, I think. I'm not sure. Maybe 1920s. And uh, there was the rise of a fascist party, just like there was in Italy and Germany. But instead of the liberals and conservatives who had been lifelong enemies, instead of them fighting, continuing their ideological war, they united and made sure a democratic, not in the sense of like your U.S. Democrats, but like in the sense of like pro-democratic candidate won the elections. So yeah, I think it is very important to let go of our polarizations sometimes. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, especially in like dire situations
Yeah,
like now.
yeah.
Yeah, this reminds me of this was very, very well far back, but when Elon Musk and Trump were still on good talking terms, when Germany labeled the AfD as like a far right party, and Elon Musk spoke up out against it, saying, "Oh, it's anti-democratic." Well, what do you think about that?
But I think what you brought up about Elon Musk endorsing the AfD is a part of a larger trend of, the Republicans in the US supporting right wing or MAGA ideology aligned parties worldwide, or some figures like, Orban, Putin,
Yeah,
Xi.
right.
It really shows how they are trying to
Well,
kind of shift the global political order being like the idea of a shared consensus on what, like the Overton window, kind of like
yeah,
the
yeah, that was what I was about to say.
like the shared political
Yeah.
ideology, or like, I don't know, concept. I don't know what I'm trying to say. So it really shows how they're trying to shift it to this, not just right but extreme right. And honestly, I find that pretty dangerous because, as I mentioned earlier, extremists are usually autocrats, left or right wing.
Yeah.
Um, Again, bringing it back to How Democracies Die, the authors gave 4 indicators of authoritarian behavior, the first of which was rejection of democratic norms, which is obviously, but the second was viewing their opponent as illegitimate. The third was promoting or tolerating violence, and the fourth was a willingness to curtail the civil liberties of opponents, including the media. And and through this, you really see how extremists kind of fit into this group. And the logic is, so specifically with the idea of mutual toleration, which is viewing the other side as legitimate. If we view the other side as illegitimate, which is often what extremists do, or view a cause as a crisis, for example, immigration, we view something as illegitimate.
Yeah.
It leads these extremists to use autocratic measures to tackle these issues that should be tackled democratically. And that's, I
Yeah.
think, really the danger with the rise of extremist party like this.
Yeah. And just something else I would like your opinion on, because this is something that we touched on in our own personal chats.
Yeah.
And has something and is quite relevant to us specifically, which is the Dutch elections and the forming of the cabinet. You're eating again. What are you eating actually?
I'm eating a pear because, like, my dad brought it to me earlier, but it's turning brown already.
I'm jealous.
Anyways,
With my
keep talking.
Invisaligns, I can't eat anything.
Oh,
I can't
no.
snack anymore. That's so sad.
Okay. What do you want to say about the Dutch elections?
But with like the blockade against the PVV.
Yeah.
But also the refusal of the VVD to work
Yeah.
with Kroning's PVV.
Yeah.
And forgive my pronunciation. I'm not. But
Yeah, like about democracy.
Yeah, about like
Yeah.
democracy, and that's not a very democratic way to go about it, is it? Especially in like a country. Oh my god, what
In a
am I
very liberal
saying?
country, you're right, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I get it. And that's actually a good point. It does relate to the four indicators that, Levitskin, his co-author, listed. Part right, viewing the opposition as illegitimate. But for some context for international viewers, so the people we're talking about, the PVV is the Party for Freedom.
Partij for the Vrijheid.
Van Vrijheid, I think. I don't know. But it's led by Geert Wilders, the Sky.
Who was a member of the VVD before he left and created his own party.
Yeah, and he's like known as the Dutch Donald Trump, so do it how you will.
Yeah.
And then the VVD is I actually don't know the full term. It's like it's something for democracy.
Yeah, Volkspartij for.
Oh yeah, the Volkspartij for Democratie or something, which is the People's Party for Democracy. Very ironic. And it's like center right. It's like center right.
Mm-hmm.
And then
yeah, I guess
it is.
Right.
GroenLinks PvdA. GroenLinks is green left, and PvdA stands for
they're left wing. They're left wing.
For the Arbeid, which is Party for the Workers. So again, pretty self-explanatory what they stand for.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think.
And yeah, D66, which Democrat 66, which was the winner of the
elections.
the general elections, the general parliamentary elections in October.
Yeah, so
which took place on October 29th,
yeah.
And we'll touch back on this when it comes to social media, because they actually had quite a good social media campaign strategy, which we believe did actually help them a lot when it came to the final elections. Which is why they skyrocketed from, I can't remember how many seats they had before, but they went
like
from
9, I think. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think they went from 9 to 26.
Yeah. But that's just Dutch politics, though. I don't know. Like, that's just Dutch politics.
Yeah.
Like, the PVV came out of kind of nowhere. Like, not nowhere, but like they had seats before, but like.
Yeah. They weren't. It was only really very well known because of the whole Ressa thing that happened on TikTok, and also on Instagram, I guess. Which is also another thing that we'll come back on.
Yeah. Okay.
And if we don't, then you can always tell us. But yeah.
Okay, and then back to the situation.
Yeah, back to the situation. Oh god.
The situation is they're trying to form a cabinet with, and right now D66.
They need a majority cabinet, which is 76.
Yeah, but you can have a government with a minority seat, I'm pretty sure. It's just like that. Anyways, so they're trying to form a government. And D66 is the winner, so obviously. But the PVV tied with the D66, like in seats, not in votes.
Yeah.
And the third winner was the VVD. The VVD wants to work in the government, of course, because they're the third biggest.
Yeah.
And then, but the thing is, the VVD doesn't want to work with GroenLinks or PVV. And the thing is, I understand that on an ideological scale, because the VVD worked with the PVV in the last government, and it went really, really badly.
Yeah.
And then also GroenLinks is because center right.
One of the shortest cabinets lasted in history. Yeah.
They don't like the VVD does not like the GroenLinks.
Yeah.
And so it is anti-democratic in a sense, but also, I mean, what can we do about it? Like, it is what it is.
Yeah. And another thing, is that they're bringing up the possibility to work with Ya 21. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell are they doing?
Yeah, 21 is like a really conservative party.
Yeah, and if they're aiming for like a
Stable cabinet.
remember when we visited the
government building?
Yeah, the governmental building, the Tweede Kamer, and they were debating on what they want for a new cabinet. Stable and positive, and to include Ya 21 is a little bit.
No, the thing is, Ya 21, like, it's like, Ya 21, it's not like Ya 21 won that many seats. They have like 9 seats, I think. Like, you're gonna exclude GroenLinks, which is the fifth biggest, I think. Or fourth,
Yeah,
I don't know. Fourth, I think.
Ya 21.
Yeah, and instead of working with Ya 21. And I hate the PVV, but the PVV has the same amount of seats as the D66. And they're also excluding the PVV. Like, what is this? Great democracy, guys.
Sometimes I don't know what the VVD is doing. Like, I don't know what Rob Yetzer is doing.
Okay, but like
when it comes to, I think it's possible we can work with Ya 21. You know the government's gonna collapse in like
Ya 21 D66. Come on, guys. Like Ya 21 PVD. Fine.
Yeah.
Ya 21 CDA. Ya 21 D66, guys.
Yeah, like.
That's not even gonna form a majority. You realize that, right?
I get that maybe like D66 is no longer really like a left party. They're like a center party. They're
but even so, like
centrist. Even so, like working with an extreme, well, extreme right in European terms, not in American terms. Yeah, not in American terms. America is a whole different level.
Trump is like even more extreme than the PVV.
Yeah. Oh, calling Geert Wilders the Dutch Donald Trump is a little bit.
Yeah, no, I think he's Dutch Donald Trump in a sense, like the way he presents himself,
the way he pushes things,
the populist way he presents himself.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah. Well, that's life, I guess.
Back onto what were we talking about before? Social media, right?
We're going back to Oh yeah, you want to talk about D66?
Or is there anything else that you want to talk about when it comes to this?
Loki, no. Anyways, but okay, so
what happened to trying to articulate our points in a more formal sense? Low-key, honey.
Well. Anyways, yeah. So social media. I think we were talking about. D66 campaign. It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, cause I remember looking at the political poll like one day before, and D66 was like here. Like GroenLinks was like here. Oh, sorry, in like predicted amount of seats.
Yeah, predicted amount of seats. No, like they gained like a lot.
Also, yeah. Also, the VVD gained a lot, which is weird.
Yeah, no. Cause one day before, like, D66 was tied with GroenLinks, which was tied with PVV.
No, which was tied with CDA.
No, yeah. Was it? I can't remember.
It was. Because D66 was never predicted to be the winner. Like, never, I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter though. The point is, the point is, it highlights how social media is playing an increasing role in campaigns. Also with like Zohar Mamdani and and I feel like the Green Party in the UK is similar. Maybe I'm wrong.
Predicted seats? Yeah, DC6 was tied with GroenLinks for 23 seats. I remember this. Eat your words.
Yeah. My bad.
Anyways, what we're talking about. Yeah, Zohar Mamdani. I think that one thing, when it comes, social media is a good tool, but I think it has to be built off of fan contribution instead of only the politician pushing it for it to actually be successful. Like, like Zora Mamdani, it was a lot of it was like fan edits or like fan art.
I actually don't think so. I feel like Zora Mamdani. I did not see a fandom around Zora Mamdani. I think that's more
Really?
true with like
No, I think
Kamala's
Kamala,
rap
yeah,
or like
Kamala Harris. But
Resi.
she didn't win. She didn't win.
Yeah, but like it was a powerful campaign. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
agree,
because
agree.
it's just because
Like,
the media voter does not
like,
care about
like
TikTok.
Kamala headquarters and like the whole brat thing, that was really well done, I think.
Yeah, it's just because like the median voter, like 40-year-old guys, are not gonna know what Kamala Harris is.
Stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I honestly like the thing is, yeah, as we highlight, there is a positive to social media in campaigning, but at the same time, first of all, it gives autocratic vibes. For example, the viewing the
Yeah.
other side is illegitimate. For example, when I know Kamala did not say this, but when Trump was shot, people were like, "Oh, they shouldn't have missed." What? Yeah, sure, it's a joke, and yeah, sure, it shows we hate Trump. But at the same time, isn't it? It's also a sign that we're willing to use autocratic measures against these uh, democratic, what do I call it, candidates.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the dangers I now see with this lack of nuance in our political talk.
Yeah.
But at the same time, given we're in such an extreme attention economy, and as a campaigner, you can't get anywhere without some level of fame. It's really like you're kind of forced into the bubble. It's not something you can change overnight, and I don't think it's something you'll ever be able to change, especially with the rise of AI. We're more and more into our own bubbles, and we
it's
will,
something we've mentioned in coming back to social media and political campaigns. Do you think that the pros of using social media outweigh the cons when it comes to grabbing the attention of your viewers through
social media?
Social media, yeah.
I think
I'm trying to find a better word.
Yeah. I think it's not so much a pro. Like, of course, it's a pro as in, it's good to get your message out, right? Before this mass social media, I want to say we had, for example, newspapers, and that's very local. But at the same time, when we talk about pro as in, has it improved the political sphere? Has it improved political debate or awareness? I would say I would say it's a con because so first of all, as we discussed multiple times, it creates a lot of extremism. The media and social media in general is very for sensationalism and controversy, which is what exactly these authoritarian extremist leaders thrive off of. That's very dangerous. At the same time, social media also creates a very heavy polarization, which is related to the sensationalization because it traps people in, for example, echo chambers where you only see the opposition in a certain way.
Algorithm, the way the algorithm works.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, I see that a lot on. So, for example, on TikTok, when I post TikToks, usually it pushes only to people that are like of my political spectrum. Of course, sometimes. But of course, then also, if I say something that's slightly like more moderate, people like attack me. But on YouTube, it's the opposite. On YouTube, it's just the echo chamber of like right wingers. So it really creates a polarized view of the other. That's very dangerous. I think this is a point Ezra Klein made, but I think it's a good point. He talked about how following mass social media, our news has become much more national and international over local. Right. It's only local when something crazy happens. And so local media is kind of refined to, for example, knocking on door to door like Zora Mamdani did. Local newspaper doesn't really thrive anymore other than with old people. And this creates once again a polarized sense of, for example, all Democrats are this way.
Even local newspapers usually feature world news.
That's true. No, you're right. Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. I just mean like local newspapers are like they also include sections on local news.
Yeah.
It 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 captures everyone of the same party into one bubble, which is not true. And that's like a wider issue I have with the political spectrum is it doesn't it doesn't greatly summarize someone's beliefs, and it creates attacks like, for example, oh, you're this is not my personal beliefs, by the way. I'm just giving an example. Oh, you're against abortion. Well, why aren't you against the death penalty? Well, what if I wait? That doesn't make sense. um, guys.
No, because this is also like a point that Ezra Klein brought up in like what do you call it? His book, Why We're Polarized. Like
Yeah.
Certain seemingly disconnected things have become
Yes,
interconnected
that's what I was
because
gonna say.
the
Yes,
wider bubble
yes,
of
yes.
that comes with the label of like Democrat or Republican. It's just as the same way as like even supermarkets are connected to the idea of whether you're a Democrat or a Republican when it comes to where you shop for foods. It's like I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
remember the exact examples he brought up. You should read his book for that or listen to the audiobook on Spotify. Why am I plugging for Ezra Klein? Anyways, I think it was an interesting book and like how he framed the idea of like how we got to such a like polarized like such a polarized landscape that we live in today, and how America really evolved throughout the years when it comes to their the way they treat people with different political beliefs. But furthering along what you said before, going back to what you said before, like social media, like the memification, like sensationalization of these topics and the commentary on these topics kind of minimizes the severity or like the importance of such issues being discussed, and it really takes away from
the essence, like the nuance.
Yeah, like the essence of political discussions, of political interactions, and the way that we think about politics as a whole.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Also, I don't know. It's just like losing humanity, kind of. I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below.
Yes. Leave a like and subscribe.
Yeah, and the notification bell for the next time we have an amazing talk. Okay, I think we can end it there.
Capitalism, guys.
Yeah.
How many rows did you?
I lost count. Maybe
how
3,
many
4?
rows did you finish, Maple?
I'll cover the first part. Maybe 3, 4 rows. Maybe 6, 7 rows. No, I definitely did only 3, 4 rows.
Like brain rot.
Okay,
this girl is literally so brain dead.
So how many rows did you do?
I am working in rounds and it's getting bigger. I think I did 1.
I mean, I'm also working rounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I did maybe 2 actually.
Well,
I can't count. Really. I actually lost my stitch marker.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna try and figure this out.
Okay.
Bye guys.
Bye bye. See you sometime. I don't know.
Oh, I
Why are we doing this?